A cheater.
Only on the Jubal Show. Addison is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater. She's been married to her husband Eli for 2 years. They've been together for 5 years, but now she thinks something might be going on. So hopefully we find out he isn't. But Addison, we're here to help you out. So tell us what's going on. Why do you think Eli might be cheating on you?
So we moved here about a year ago in January, and so Eli was really quick to make friends. Like, he has work, he has like his sport rec league and everything like that. I work from home, and we bought a bit of a fixer-upper, so I've been really focused on the house. So he's out a lot more than I am. So he's been really working a lot recently, and the work is upticking, and he's just out a lot with his work friends. But he just keeps talking about one of his coworkers, Amber, and I know that they've been working really closely together on a few projects, and like, I don't necessarily want to accuse him of anything. It's just kind of like, you know, some alarm bells for me, and I kind of want to get another opinion.
So you haven't asked him about any of this yet?
No, but it's a lot of like, so he just talks about her a lot, and it's like, it's getting to the point where I hear about her like almost every day, in terms of like, Amber did this, Amber said that, isn't that like so funny type of thing. So with the holidays coming up, and since like the traveling is so far this year, like this is the first time we actually have to get on a plane to go home, I'm just trying to make plans, and I brought it up, and we like switch back and forth between families for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so I was trying to make plans, and he said that he just can't swing it this year because of work. So I'm really kind of concerned about that. And granted, like, this is a new job. He's trying to get established, and I know he has a ton of work. So I'm really understanding in that arena. But that, along with just how often he's talking about his work friends and how often he goes out, is just a little suspicious for me.
Did he tell you to go without him? Or was it like, okay, then we'll stay home this time?
Yeah, and he told me to do that. I'm still up in the air whether or not I'm going to. Like, I know that my family is going to be really happy to see me and everything like that, but it's also going to be really sad to spend Thanksgiving without him if he's not going.
And leave him behind and open for Amber.
Yeah.
Right.
If that's a thing. I mean, the flip side of this was that he's so openly talking about her that I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. It's just the working during the holidays and all of the reasons for not being around you. Like, it's fine, especially around the holidays, is a little flaggy.
Have you met any of his coworkers? Like, even if it is Amber or just any of them in general?
So I haven't met Amber. I did meet like one or two of his coworkers one night when they were dropping him off, but not Amber, which is kind of like, that's the main person I'm concerned about at this point. But yeah, and I also don't want to be like tagging along with him and his work friends. Like, I feel like I haven't really established like many friendships of my own here or anything. So that's been like kind of low on my priority list, honestly, is to feel like I'm tagging along with his stuff.
Okay, well, we'll try to figure it out for you. You already told us what grocery store you guys are rewards card members at, so we'll do the usual and call and pretend to be from the grocery store and tell him that he's this month's big winner of a dozen long stem red roses delivered to anyone that he wants, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Sounds good.
Play a song, come back, and then call him and get you To Catch a Cheater next.
Go. So you can...
Chelsea Peretti. At all. It should be really... I gotta open some peanut butter.
A podcast called Toss Show. Certainly not comedian inspire or like Joel.
A cheater.
Only on the Jubal Show. Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater. If you're just joining us, Addison is on the phone, and she thinks that her husband of 2 years, they've been together for 5 years total, might be cheating on her. So we're about to call him and pretend to be from the grocery store that they're a rewards card member at, and say that we do a promotion every single month where one of our rewards card members wins free flowers delivered to anybody that they want, and we'll see if he sends those to his wife or to somebody else. And hopefully he's not cheating. But Addison, before we do that, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your situation.
So we're in a new city. He's been spending a lot of time at work, and especially with his new coworker called Amber. I haven't met her. I don't really know the situation, and so he doesn't want to travel home for Thanksgiving, and is telling me to go instead.
Hopefully he's not, but are you ready to call him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, this is Gorbel calling from I was looking for a rewards card member named Eli.
This is Eli. What's
Hi,
up?
Eli. Please don't hang up. This is not a marketing phone call. I'm actually calling with some good news. Congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Guys, not sure what this is. They're cool.
The flowers.
Flowers, okay. I'm not sure. What does that mean?
Oh, maybe you don't know. Every single month, we choose one rewards card member, totally random, who wins free flowers delivered from our floral department. You just won 36 long stem red roses, a box of candy, and a card to be delivered to anybody that you want, absolutely free.
This is fantastic. I guess what happens next?
It's very easy. I can take the information down in just a matter of minutes over the phone. If you want to do that right now and you know who you want to send them to, I can do that.
Yeah, no, we can just do it over the phone. That's fine.
Perfect. First and last name of the person that you'd like to send them to first.
So her name is Addison.
Last name.
Mine? It's actually my wife.
And do you want a card to go with that?
Yes. So let's write in, you princess. Get dinner out tonight and talk about the holidays, but spelled D-A-Z-E.
Holidays. Because you're in a daze. It's crazy, yeah. Well, then I'll just let you know that this is not the grocery store. My name is Jubal. This is a radio show called The Jubal Show.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Nina on the show.
Oh, my.
I'm Victoria.
Curious. Yeah, I know you guys. I've heard this show before.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you have? Have you heard the To Catch a Cheater segment?
Yes, I have. And I feel like this was a little bit of a trap, but yes, I have.
Well, it's a truth seeker.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Your wife is on the phone, and the segment that we do to see who people send flowers to in case they might be cheating.
Okay,
Hi, Eli.
Addison. Okay.
I'm
So
really.
I'm a little confused why we're doing this.
It was feeling really suspicious with you not wanting to come home for the holidays and the uptick in work, and like you just keep talking about Amber a lot, and I'm just feeling the outside, and something's just not quite adding up. So I'm really happy to hear that you don't want to send flowers to anybody but me.
No, I definitely do not. I promise you that there isn't anything you need to worry about with Amber. In fact, Amber's wife, Sarah, would probably laugh at this too.
Oh.
Plot twist.
So I did lie about having to work on the holidays a little bit. So, Addison, the part in this note about the holiday, about us traveling home, look, we've been together for years now, and every year we go back and forth to our families, and we try to be good kids to our parents and all that. But now that we've moved away, life's a little bit different, and I wanted to propose to you over the holidays, and talk to your parents first, of course, about doing it. And I thought it'd be a nice little change if we do a Friendsgiving this year. This way I can introduce you to Amber and her wife, Sarah. Plus, I've been kind of friendly with some of your work friends a little bit, and maybe have them over to kind of ease into this new surroundings and our new living situation before we kind of do that.
Communication is key here, y'all. How this didn't come up before is blowing my mind. No offense, bro, but there's so much room for interpretation.
Wait, so you want to have people over and do more of a holiday thing at our place?
Basically, that's what my thought was, kind of a Friendsgiving, and just have people over, kind of just hang out and not worry about work stuff, have, these people introduce you to some of my work friends, ones that you don't know, like Amber, have some of your work friends over too, be just kind of chill about it and just be open about it. Babe, I was a little scared or just, sure about how to bring it up. Because I know how close you are to your family. I know this means a big deal to you going back there for the holidays. I didn't want to upset you. I know you're still trying to get comfortable with the new surroundings and, you know, the new living situation. Honestly, I don't know how else to bring it up. That was kind of my thought with this.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the thing that doesn't make sense is like pushing me to go home anyways. So I understand why you'd be hesitant to bring it up and everything, but I don't know. I would be happy to have people over and do our own thing. Honestly, like traveling is so much, especially around the holidays. So I do think it's kind of time to like have our own traditions around some of these things.
Side note, I think there's one thing that you guys are forgetting and why it's so important to communicate. I know you've been spending the holidays with your families, but who's cooking? Who's in charge of the food? Like, that needs so much preparation. Like, you're stressing me out right now. If my man did not tell me that I was cooking in a week for all of these people, I would be flipping out.
It's a potluck. Y'all can figure it
I
out.
hope so.
Maybe Amber's wife is cooking. That's also another thing, too.
Okay, my bad, but oof, that had me going for a second.
Yeah, that's all Nina's worried about.
Yeah, because some people have to actually feed people on the holidays.
Yeah, maybe we're getting it catered with such little notice.
There you go.
Yeah, so I trust you, and I'm sorry I brought you on the radio, but I love you, and I'm so excited to do the holidays together.
I'm excited too, babe, and I love you, and I guess I should have been more clear and more communicative, and I apologize, and we're going to figure this out, and let's go out for dinner tonight and discuss it more, and I think we're going to be okay, though.
And you guys can do the thing with the mashed potatoes.
The what?
What?
You don't know about the thing with the mashed potatoes?
No.
I
Man,
think I need to learn.
I'm scared to learn.
we're just going to say you eat it, but anyway.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.
Videos and... Hello, I'm Chelsea.
Throughout my career, the Supernatural, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road. So what if I need a new one? No problem. We have the right battery for your car, starting at only $89.99. And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination. Restrictions apply.
It's another Jubal phone prank.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello.
Hello, Colin. You looking for something?
What do you mean?
I said, hello, Colin. Are you looking for something? Huh?
Sorry, I don't think this is, I'm not really, I think you might have the wrong.
Oh, let's see.
Am I looking?
Let me take Colin on a walk down memory lane. How long has it been since you got any mail?
Excuse me. I haven't gotten my mail in like 2 weeks.
Yep. My name is Pete Eakins, United States Postal Office employee at your service or disservice.
Okay, to where the is my mail, man?
Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you
Yeah, I would.
like to know?
Yeah, I would like to know. I've been trying to get a hold of you for weeks. What's going on?
Oh, have you? Have you? Okay.
Can you stop the condescending thing and just tell me what's going on?
Sure, Colin. Your mail is at an undisclosed location.
And why?
And you may never see it again. Let's see. You have wasted 3 minutes and 27 seconds of my time for 2 weeks straight.
I'm wasting your time right now. You're wasting my time right now. What the hell is going on?
The flag does not belong up, does it? If there's no
what?
outgoing mail in the mailbox, we put the flag down, don't we?
What the are you talking about?
I'm talking about the last 2 weeks. The flag on your mailbox has been up. I don't know if you're just trying to mess up my day, or if you think it's funny, or if you're filming it for the YouTube or one of the social medias out there, or the TikTok, whatever it is. It's not funny. It wastes 3 minutes and 27 seconds of my time every single day because I have to pull off of my route to check if there's outgoing mail, because that's the time I check for outgoing mail. And then I open it up and there's no outgoing mail, and I put the flag down at night, and the flag is back up in the morning.
Okay, so you're holding my mail ransom because the flag is accidentally up on my mailbox? I don't think you can do that, man.
I think I just did, actually.
Yeah, you know, that is like completely illegal to do.
It is illegal to do that. It is actually, yes, it is in the penal system, penal code in the penal system. It's illegal to leave the flag up on your mailbox with no outgoing mail. I should walk up to your door, put you in handcuffs, throw you in the back of my mail truck, and take you in. I should.
It's not illegal, man. It's not even a misdemeanor. It's not even a parking
ticket. It is highly illegal.
Man.
If it happens again, I'm keeping your mail until I get a proper apology. And if it happens again, I'm walking up to your door and I'm slapping you in cuffs and I'm putting you in the backs with the boxes and the other larger packages than just the mail. And you are coming down to the precinct with me.
Going to the precinct? What precinct? The post office?
Until the police come and take you. Yeah, I know cops.
Until an actual government official.
I'm a government official, so I know cops personally.
Oh, you know cops like I know cops.
I'm the post office.
You can't do that.
I'm a postal service employee. I can do what I want.
No, that's not how that works.
I'm a USPS postal service employee. King Kong's got nothing on me. Test me, mother. Try it.
Hey, bud. You doing Denzel?
I thought it was pretty good. But I will actually let you know this is a phone prank. This is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your wife, Miley, set you up. It's a joke.
Doesn't solve the mail problem, but I'm glad we don't have a psychopath not delivering our mail.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone pranks. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Tech survive.
For the planet, and don't
follow.
But first, Joseph, how long has it been since you heard from Mia?
Well, I mean, it's been, a couple of weeks now, and I'm getting kind of worried.
You're getting worried? Is there a reason why you feel worried? Like, about her or about how she's ghosting you?
It's about, like, how she's ghosting me. It's been a little while, and it went so well. This was one of the best dates I've ever had. It seemed so promising. We were set up for dinner and a movie, and we were talking for so long at dinner. We ended up seeing the movie. Like, that was great. Also,
You missed the whole movie?
Well, no, I mean, we were able to get in. It's just, we ended up missing the opening. So it felt really good, talking to her.
Tell us more about it. What did you guys talk about? Why, do you feel like it was so great?
Oh, well, I mean, we went to a pizza place because she had said in a previous conversation how much she loved pizza. And I was like, oh, great. This is kind of casual, but also kind of like, sort of a dinner. So a little more than just like coffee. It was like, great. We ended up talking about our careers, our families. We seemed to be on the same wavelength. Actually, we both mentioned that we wanted to check out a museum that we had been looking at, and maybe we could do that sometime. And I was like, oh, good. Okay, so like second date right there. It's kind of built into it. Felt really promising.
Thing happened on the date where it's kind of like an obvious sign of why she's not on you back?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got an idea of what might have happened. See, Will, we were out. I saw my sister, and my sister is married, and I go over to dinner with her and her family every once in a while so I can see my nieces and nephews. And we'd recently talked about how I probably shouldn't talk about my love life, around like the kids right now, just until things get kind of settled, because that way, it'd be kind of awkward for them. And when, I saw it out, I was like, oh no, this is kind of awkward. This is kind of weird. How do I act in this situation? I wouldn't be surprised if that was a little confusing.
So you didn't talk to your sister?
No, I just was like, oh God, what do I do here? And it probably kind of upset how I spoke to Mia as well.
Tell Mia that it was your sister who was there, or that you knew each other or anything like that?
No, I was afraid it was going to make things even more awkward. I was like, oh God, if I just kind of play this off, let's not even like sing out of it. It's one of those, the bigger the thing, the more weird it gets. I I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure I did a great job at that.
Okay.
It sounds like it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it sounds awkward. All right, well, we'll see if we can figure it out. We'll play a song and then come back and call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
Now you'll save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile. Enjoy fast speeds.
Having to fall asleep every single time.
Listen to Call Chelsea Peretti on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Daniel Tosh, host of a new podcast called Tosh Show, brought to you by iHeart Podcasts. Why am I getting into the podcast game now? Well, it seemed like the best way to let my family know what I'm up to instead of visiting or being part of their incessant group text. I'll be interviewing people that I find interesting, so not celebrities, and certainly not comedians. I'll be interviewing my plumber, my stylist, my wife's gynecologist. We'll be covering topics like religion, travel, sports, gambling, but mostly it will be about being a working mother. If you're looking for a podcast that will educate and inspire, or one that will really make you think, this isn't the one for you. But it will be entertaining to a very select few, because you don't make it to your mid-40s with IBS without having a story or two to tell. Join me as I take my place among podcast royalty like Joel Osteen and Lance Bass. Those are words I hope I'd never have to say. Listen to Tosh Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Right in the middle of the first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Joseph is on the phone. He's been getting ghosted for like 2 weeks now and doesn't know why, so we're about to call the girl that he went out with. Her name is Mia, and see if we can figure out why he's getting ghosted and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Joseph, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about your date with Mia?
Sure. Me and I had a great time. We went to a pizza place. We talked about setting up a second date at a museum. We actually were talking for so long we almost missed the movie. I'm not sure why she hasn't gotten back to me after like a couple weeks. I'm a little worried that it's because I was a little awkward when I saw my sister out, but I'm not sure.
Well, we'll give her a call right now and ask her why she's ghosting you and see if she'll tell us, and then maybe get you another date. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Mia, please?
This is her.
Hey, Mia, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Mia. The show's here, too. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing today?
Good. Okay, so what's the show?
Yeah, it's a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show. We do a segment on our show called The First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from Joseph.
Yeah. I definitely went out with a guy named Joseph.
Okay.
Great.
Well, Joseph said you've been ghosting him for like 2 weeks now, and he wants to know why. He thought things went really well, and he liked you a lot.
Well, it actually did start off really well. We went and had pizza, and we had a lot of things in common. We were laughing. We were even planning on going to a museum for the next date. But then we went to the movies, and he is clearly not over his ex. We saw his ex there, and he was acting really weird. He showed no affection to me. It was very awkward. And then after the movies, we rushed out of there. So that is why, because he's not over his ex.
How do you know that was his ex? Did he say that?
He didn't say that, but it was like he looked over at her. He was acting really strange. It felt like it was his ex. I mean, you kind of just know that's his ex, you know? It was awkward because he like stopped touching me. He stopped. I mean, who else would it be, you know?
You like his sister or something?
Why would his sister care if he was touching me?
That is a very fair point. But sometimes what we think is happening isn't always happening.
Possibly. I mean, was that his sister?
I don't know. Ask him, because Joseph is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Hi. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, wow. Hi. So, yeah, you were acting really weird with that girl. It definitely felt like that was your ex. You had your hand on my lap, and then when you saw her, you took your hand off, and it was just very distant. Very awkward.
Yeah, believe it or not, that actually is my sister.
That's your sister.
Yes, I was. We have an agreement that I don't talk about my ongoing romantic relationships for a little while here. Definitely not around my nieces and nephews. That coupled with oh God, it's not time. I don't really want to introduce you to family on a first date. And I'm sorry, I did not handle that well.
Yeah, that was. Why didn't you just say something or text me afterwards? I mean, we rushed out of the movie theater.
What? Oh, so you didn't play this right.
Over, we just rushed it out, and then it just felt very awkward. I mean, if you kind of explain, which is kind of weird that you don't want to talk about your relationship, but I guess sometimes you don't. It was our first date. I guess I got that. You don't want to, introduce to the family, but it's really weird. You didn't say hi to her or even say anything to me. Did you say anything? Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to leave the situation. I was really thinking, I was oh, good, I'll just kind of get out of here. I'll play it off cool. I really did a terrible job of that.
I mean, yeah, it was it was very comfortable, and then all of a sudden you saw her, and just night and day. You were affectionate, and then thing.
Joseph, you kind of turned into a red flag. I'm really sorry. You're so sweet, and I really wanted this to work out for you, but you can't just run away from a situation that's uncomfortable. Every time something's not cool for you, you can't just go, oh, let's go.
Oh my God, that's funny. That was your sister.
Prepared for it.
Sure, I know. Stuff happens, but
I mean, on a first date, meeting family,
you just say it's your friend.
Your sister's obviously not going to be.
But listen, if you're doing it in front of kids, you're just hey, this is my friend Bob.
Oh.
You know?
Joseph, you could have done that. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Would you like to have another awkward situation happen with Joseph? Because I think there might be many. It seems like an awkward, I mean that in a good way.
It's endearing.
Yeah. Would you like to go on another date with Joseph? We'll pay for it.
These siblings, Lily. How many times will this happen? So,
Joseph?
Knowing that it's his sister, I actually feel a lot better. It was a little weird. You should tell me next time. But yeah, I actually had a really good time at the pizza place and would like to see that museum still. So I would totally want to go out with you again.
Okay.
So you run into his ex-girlfriend at the museum. Okay. Sorry, just kidding. I wish you the best.
Jubal's first date follow-up, only on the new hits 106.1.